I remember reading the essay that you wrote about your brother's death and how it really broke open for you a whole series of questions that you'd never really asked about your own family.
Yeah, well, thank you so much for having me here. It's so nice to finally meet you in person. Yes, so in 2017, my brother Yash died, and we had been estranged for 2 years at that point. I was writing at Jezebel, which is a feminist website, and I identify as a feminist. And Yash had come to espouse some men's rights views, and that was really the crux of our estrangement. And when he died, that sent me on this investigation where I really wanted to understand who he had become and how he died. He died due to complications from a leg lengthening surgery. And
because he wanted to be taller.
He wanted to be taller. And I really needed to understand what those 2 or 3 inches of extra height meant to him emotionally. And it took me down this journey of, what it meant to be a brown man, an Indian American man in America. And as his sister, it unearthed all of these feelings and issues that we had never really talked about, that I had no idea he was struggling with.
Well, because on one hand, you can be told that you are exceptional, and part of being told that you are exceptional means that you don't have normal challenges and that you don't need help.
Exactly. And so that is the model minority myth. It's this idea that Asian Americans are, pegged as the good immigrants. And there comes with that all of these sort of signifiers, these suggestions of exceptionalism. But, there are many problems with this stereotype, and one of them is that it pits communities of color against each other. But the other is there's a tremendous psychological impact too. And that's really what I wanted to explore with the book. And that's what I began to explore in this essay, is that when we raise people to believe that they can only be exceptional, or this image, they learn to suppress. And this is what happened in my family. You learn to suppress and hide everything that doesn't fit with that image. And that has severe psychological and social impacts. And in my family, it really affected our ability to create vulnerability and intimacy with each other, because we were so focused on being able to project the right image, the image that America expected us to project.
It also occurs to me that in as much as it can pit one community against another community within more inclusive groups like AAPI, Latinos, it can also pit people against each other underneath those umbrellas. It strikes me, of course, that you and I are having a conversation about the model minority myth, as there are 2 Indian Americans who are vying for the GOP nomination,
yes,
both Vivek Ramaswamy and Nikki Haley. I want you to take a listen to something that caught my attention on the debate stage.
My parents came to this country with no money 40 years ago. I have gone on to found multi-billion-dollar companies. I did it while marrying my wife, Apurva, raising our 2 sons, following our faith in God. That is the American dream.
For you, having written an entire book about what it means, because this thing, it, of course, is deeply personal and means so much to your family, there is a broader social point that you're trying to make here.
Yes. I mean, it's a deeply, deeply personal book. I've written it as a letter to my mom. But the reason I wrote it is because there's an urgent political message. And I think that clip that you played demonstrates exactly why. Over the summer, we saw affirmative action gutted. And it was gutted on the back of the model minority myth. And what we just heard Vivek Ramaswamy saying is invoking that same myth, the idea that because he succeeded and achieved, quote unquote, the American dream, therefore, that proves that America is a meritocracy where anyone can succeed if they work hard enough. And we know that that's not true.
We know that's not true. It's also wild to me that it was said on stage, where you also had other candidates talking about the ways in which they want to make our relationship with Mexico more violent and more conflict-averse. Right? To your point, saying that there are some immigrants who deserve to be here and some who do not.
Exactly.
All right, Prachi Gupta, I am so happy that you are here. Congratulations on the book. It is called They Called Us Exceptional and Other Lies That Raised Us, and it is out now.